My name is Karen Asconi. I'm 60 and a half. When I see the number 60, it just blows me away. It's like, I'm here that long? That's a lot of time. And what's odd to me is that I don't feel like that. I don't even know what that's supposed to feel like. In my 20s, there was that whole, you get married, you have kids, that's it, you're done. That whole, someday my prince will come. And my prince came and went. I guess, it's all those stumbles, it's all those beautiful, the into the woods part of the fairy tale, the part where you go in the woods, you get all tangled up and you get all screwed up, and then you start to dig down into the dirt. You start to dig down and pull out the weeds and find what's in there already, what you come here with. And so now, after a lot of inner work, a lot of soul searching, a lot of stumbles, I'm much more confident about being me. Most people say, oh, you can't start that when you're a certain age, or you can't do that when you're a certain age, or why are you moving into New York City? New York City's dangerous. I moved here 5.5 years ago. I took early retirement from education. I taught for 33.5 years. I walked out of the building one day and there was a young man peeing in the garbage can. And I said, check please, my job is done. I have a really, really good friend. And we went to the prom together in high school. We dated for a little bit, and then we both went our separate ways that summer. I taught in the school where I went to high school. So one of our colleagues was having a retirement dinner. He was the band director. And so my friend Dennis was in the band. So Dennis literally flies back into my life from Florida, and we're sitting at this retirement dinner, quacking away about, so what have you been doing? Where have you been? He's got 2 studios, one's in Nashville, one's in Florida. He's been a producer, arranger, just a genius. So he mentioned something about he was doing this job that he loved, and then something else came along, and he said, so I just went with that. And I said to him, Den, you were doing something that you loved, you were making great money, and you left it to do something else. Why? He said, Kat, we're gonna be 50 this year. We don't know how much longer we have on the planet. You gotta fuck fear and do what makes you happy. I was like, oh, yeah, there's that. And not long after that, I moved out of my long-term relationship that was essentially comatose and went off on my own. Being on the train and having people say to me, would you like a seat? I started to think, who am I trying to kid with coloring my hair? Maybe I look, I don't know, maybe I look 60, I don't know, I don't even know what that means. But beyond that, I just started getting curious. I wonder what my hair looks like. I wonder what my real hair looks like. And what would it be like if I didn't have to have that anxiety, oh God, my roots are showing, or it's orange, I have to dye my hair. What would it be like if I just let my hair grow? I'm 60 3/4. I've earned all of this. It's who I am, and I don't want to pretend anymore. So it's like the grays, and I call them my grace. It's not my grays, it's my grace shouting out from my rooftop. Because it's like, yeah, it's the sense of freedom again. It's that sense of, this is my hair, this is what it looks like. If I wanted to, I could always dye it again. I don't think I will, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like in its natural state. I used the mask last night. I've never used a mask before, but I was like, put the mask on, it was great. I was like, wow, this feels good. And I washed it off, and then I put the silk on before I went to bed. And today I put it on my face and I put it on my feet and my hands. It feels really good. I like that there's no fragrance. 2030, I think I was numb. I just think, again, I was numb from all the stuff that I was supposed to do, the stuff that I had to do, being a good girl, doing everything the right way. And I really think back then, and even maybe up until last year or whatever, I think feeling sexy was more related to a physical thing, the physical aspect of being sexy. I don't think I was able to feel beyond sexy means being sexy, being able to attract someone, being able to do certain things. It's not about that at all. It's just about being in the world and connecting with people and feeling really confident about yourself.